Mr. Streamer, I'm first.
Hello. Let this finish. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Snow, you're using the old emotes. Like, you need to refresh. I got rid of them. The Christmas emotes are gone. We're back to regular. Anyway, schoolgirl time. Yep. So, as a forewarning, anybody doesn't know anything about this game, it came with a warning that basically when you first launched it, you must be over 13 years of age. It is not for children, and it deals anybody who's triggered by anxiety, depression, or mental illness should not play this game. Like, okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. For how cute and shit. I heard it was kind of fucked, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll see. Congrats on Force Fate. Hello, Chelsea, and hello, Snowy. You won't play it, but you can still watch it. There you go. That's your way around it, right? The only thing that's like, it's a bit, but like even the way they do this is so funny. But yeah, you have to accept the warning. I thought that was great. Right, let's see where we go with this, huh? Oh, you can do all this here. You wonder if it's more eerie with no music? Yeah, I mean, the only thing I remember about this is when I was playing my side, it was heavily suggested that I should try this game. So I was like, you know what, let's get it. And then I noticed, I was like, wait, this is free. The plus, if you want to pay for the plus, you can. And it adds a couple of levels or a couple of friends or some shit. But I was like, well, I don't know that I necessarily like the game. So free is free, why not? Hey, who's shouting at me? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Wow. We used to walk to school together in days like this. Starting out in high school, we would oversleep. She would oversleep more and more frequently, get tired of waiting up. She's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalks and let her catch up with you. Okay, I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Well done. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. Yeah. Be on time, bitch. But people stare at you acting weird and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. Did you wait? But you did wait for me after all. I guess you could have I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Yeah, whatever you say. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join you? Yeah, the literature club, clearly. Told you already I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. One of your many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Wow. Way to make me sound like a dickhead. Just like, yeah, just dismiss her and keep going. It's like, goddamn. Just need to get my lurk going before I continue. Bear me a moment. And just save you from having to hear all of that. Sayori says she likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content by getting on the average. Just getting on. Oh my god, my brain is not ready for this one. I've had a long day of thinking and my fried. Anyway, likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I mean, have you ever felt like you've the reading capacity of a 5-year-old? That's what I feel like right now. It doesn't help that my mic is kind of in my view as well, so I need to fix that. But yeah. I'm just like, I use my brain too much today. This is a bad game to pick. All the reading and shit. God damn. Let me just do this quickly. Shit. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. I mean, bitch, I might. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Aww. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. A what? Thank you for the lurk flirt. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? The fuck are you, my mother? Get away! Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why'd I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Somebody's crushing. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. But I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Fucking, I feel you there. That's when I finish work. I'm like, clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. There's no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Just come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Story time. You had a caller that said, Can you finish? And I said, of course you can. What? She actually said, can you finish? Hey, Sarah, welcome in. How's your day been? Was there any pigeons caught in the toilets? Or allowed into the toilets? Or they all kept out? He said that, yeah. Can you finish? Okay. Fair, I guess. Did you respond and say, can't finish, you can? Like, finish, you can? And then say it in fucking Yoda voice? Finnish is not my best. Yeah, I can't speak Finnish. I think pergola is about the only... And I don't even know if that is Finnish now. I'm like, fuck. I think pergola is Finnish. Pergola! Although I need to roll some of those letters to be proper. And no. Darn toilet pigeons, you're gonna have to draw one there. That's great. Your day's been okay. How is everyone? I am good, but mentally drained. Today was busy. There was a lot of dealing with API calls and various integrations and various other companies' fucking responses, and yeah, I'm not gonna get into it all. More snow today. It's actually, I feel like it's still cold as fuck, but the frost didn't seem as bad this morning, so I feel like it's getting a bit better. Could be wrong though. I do need an excuse. I do need the roads to chill the fuck out so I can go back home. Super busy for you too. I think it's just the first week of January. Everyone's in a rush to get shit done, or I guess technically second week of January. But that storm shit as well doesn't help. Hopefully you can decompress now. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm playing this fucked up shit, which apparently has trigger warnings for mental health issues. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of fucked up shit this game has. I cannot wait. Genuinely, I think it's hilarious that they have these games that are so fucked. I like seeing those twists. Like cutesy game, then suddenly bam, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? What are you doing to decompress other than drawing toilet pigeons? And I need to see a drawing of a toilet pigeon now. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here in space now, so I came in. Okay. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late. Your own club, yeah. Well, I thought we might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? You can come to my club. Ah. Also saw an announcement for Persona 4 remake. Snowy is excited. When is that happening? Sayori, yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Vice president of the literature club, right. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. Well, maybe she's into it. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. He's gonna relent, clearly. Cursed. It fits this cursed game. If you can finish this, you'll manage that game. What? Oh, Persona 4, right. Seeing news about the storm, I'm gonna just be on the edge of it, so hopefully not too bad. Well, fingers crossed. Oh yeah, Faye, you're close to... Well, no, I won't finish the sentence. Is it gonna hit you at all, Faye, or will you manage to avoid most of it? I'm guessing it's gonna hit you as we move on. I'm not aware of any star coming here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're kind of close to the middle. So it's probably gonna go right over you and fuck you up. Why do you care so much anyway? Let's get back to talking to this shit. Well, kind of told the club yesterday we're bringing a new member. You bitch. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Too fucking right. Stuck in the middle with... Oh, Snowy. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an airhead or she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. Yeah, probably cunning. I let out a long sigh. Fine. Stop by for a cupcake, okay? You watch the weather and the wind literally went in every direction on the TV. Jesus. Your niece is going to be right in the middle. She lives near the border of Wales. Fun. Storms are great to be stuck in. Hopefully she's all good and there's nothing... I mean, hopefully it's one of these storms where they're like, prepare for the worst. The world is going to end. It's fucking shocking. And then it's just like, yeah, it's a bit windy-o. The amount of times I've seen that, it's like, where's the storm that was supposed to be hitting us? Like, oh, it's done. Like, right, that fucking disappeared in an instant. It'll work, though. Oh, right, sorry. We stopped by for a cupcake. Let's go. Thus today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah, fucking right. I'm not the new member. You kidding? No snow for you though. Just wind, secretly hoping that knocks the Wi-Fi out so you don't have to work. But then, Faye, what the fuck will you do? You'll have no access to games or anything. Then I guess you could just raid. Just west of London, so hopefully it'll be the only wheelie bin knocked over. Yeah. One wheelie bin over, not two. And not a wheelie bin flying through the air. I'm very far west of London. And across the sea. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori says nice things about you. Oh, really? Seriously? You brought a boy? Uh-oh. Way to kill the atmosphere. Dude, what a nice surprise. So we know this one as well. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. This is what it's gonna be now. It's gonna be that. Oh shit. I'm in a club with just women. Fuck yeah. What are you looking at? Let's say something, say it. Sorry. Suki. Girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Suki, is the one I don't recognize. Born in the storm of 87, so you're built for it. You can be born in any storm. Doesn't mean you can hold up the storm, but I get what you're saying. I saw a photo go online of, I think it was like one of the Lidls or something like that, and the whole bread aisle was just empty. And people were like, oh, for fuck's sake, not this again. And it just reminded the last big storm, the Beast from the East, where now that was bad. We had like fucking 4 or 5 foot of snow at points. It was insane. Like, I could open my back door to my back garden and the snow was past my waist. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, we're not going anywhere in this shit. Beast from the East was a bit mad, yeah. It's the most snow we've had in a long time. And it shut shops down. It shut everything down. It was crazy. But that was the first thing to happen. People just panic bought bread. I'm like, why? It's going to be gone off in like 3 or 4 days unless you're just banging it in the freezer. And even then, you're going to put it in the freezer and you're not going to use it. Relax the fuck. Food's not going anywhere. Fuck you and your attitude. Bread and fuel, yeah, exactly. Small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. Just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. I was like, bitch, I'm gonna be dumb now. Don't be saying that. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Natsuki? I know. Nice to meet the both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Great to see you again. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. We were in the same class last year. Alright, well, okay. Probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. I made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. We'll get the cupcakes. There's always the popular one. I mean, right? Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I'll make some tea as well? Tea and cupcakes. What a proper literature club. Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentions being widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. After my own heart, cup of tea and it's grand. Yep. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay. Gonna stick some chicken in the air fryer. Enjoy. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. No idea you're so good at baking. I'm surprised this doesn't have, like, voice acting in it for how much text there's going to be. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. Has already managed to get icing on her face Jesus Christ. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Itsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I mean, because you gave him one, fucking dickhead. Tell her to go fuck herself. You thought that said stick chicken in the fridge? Yeah. Yeah, Sarah's coming right back after she sticks some chicken in the fridge. I mean, both are viable, right? Why not? I thought you technically did. Sorry, said, well, maybe. Not for you, you know, you. Dummy. Fuck you, bitch. Alright. I give up on her weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. It's like, he doesn't read. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Did she give you permission to waffle? Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Okay. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Hell, I got bullied into it apparently. I was afraid of this question. I made a tea for a teacher once and she complained, so I started using her tea bags as punishment. Wait, you had kettles and shit in school? What the fuck? Kind of got that. What? Okay, I don't even want to. Surely that's a problem. Like, around a bunch of kids, you're gonna act like dickheads and definitely throw hot water at each other. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yeah, we did. You were trusted way too much. I mean, I can guarantee you the only place there would have been a kettle in my school would have been the teachers in the, like, the staff room, essentially. No fucking chance. Or maybe home ec. I was never in there, so. That's crazy. Crazy. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, so I already seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? Probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Makes sense. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. That would be annoying. Thank you, Snowy, for the snoozing. Welcome back, sir. The final snooze for now, yeah. Ads will be coming for you in 5 minutes. You have been warned. Turn on your ad blocker, quick. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into the literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Ah, then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Yeah, exactly. Like, she's really great. Must be hard to start a new club. We'll put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Makes school events like the festival that much more important. I mean, if you like reading, it's definitely fun, but if you're not much of a reader, which a lot of kids aren't, how is it fun and exciting, the idea of what do you do in your club? Well, we sit at a table and we drink tea and we read. Like, okay. I mean, nothing wrong with that, it's great. But for kids, and I suspect there's a lot more to this. This isn't just a literature club. This is going to be some kind of fucking sex cult or something, I'm telling you. I'm waiting for that to happen. Or they fucking commit sacrifices to demons or some shit. That's what I'm expecting to happen here. I'm confident that we can all really grow. We can all really grow this club before we graduate. Yeah. Right, everyone? Hate when teachers force you to read at school. I definitely read more now. I read more now than you did then. Spoilers, shut the fuck up, Snowy. If I'm right, don't tell me. What is this game about? So, Sarah, I should say, it should be on the tags and all that shit anyway. I don't know, is the first answer. It's just being recommended to me a lot based on another game I played. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. It looks super cute and cozy and nice and all that jazz. But you start the game and you have to accept an agreement that says you are over 13 and you accept that there are triggers for anxiety, depression, and serious mental health, and that you're okay to play this game. So, yeah, by all accounts, it's gonna turn dark quick. Or not necessarily quick, but it'll get there. And reviews all kind of say it's really fucked up, so I was like, yeah, I gotta play this game. Right, everyone, yep, we'll do our best. Makes you sign a waiver. Yeah, it kind of does. You have to click agree before you can, like, when you freshly install the game, you have to click agree to say, like, it gives you a few pop-ups saying, this is not for kids. You got to be at least 13 or older to play it. And we're warning you about, like, mental health triggers. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Sacrificing to demons. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, dude, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Well, yeah, right. Let's all lose our what's left of our mental health together then. Exactly. I mean, who needs mental health? You can just go fucking batshit crazy. It's fine. No, seriously, don't go batshit crazy. I just realized, I was like, why is this so far off? Oh well. Let's see what happens. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Oh shit, did I leave? I did. Whoops. Mitsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Mentally unstable, yeah, let's all sing the song. To this rhythm. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you? Well, let's see. Trace the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Level creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Read Jane Austen, get it. You seen Shark Dating Simulator? I think I can handle this. Shark Dating Simulator. What the fuck? That's a thing? Jesus Christ. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Deep psychological elements, that's it. Yes, that's fucking hilarious. Thought the DVD dating game Hooked on You was bad enough. Yeah, I'd never finished Hooked on You, which I think is hilarious because it was bought for me and I was asked to play it and I played it, and after an hour people were like, yeah, can you just stop playing this? I was like, oh, suddenly you don't like it? So I did. But yet, what was the hot tub simulator lasted longer? Way back when. It fell off so fast. Yeah, it did. Anyway. Is it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Come on, this is where we go. I read horror book. I read a horror book once. Desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, but only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, you're too scared. It's okay. Suki's always darted over me for a split second. Why did he... Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. You fucking hot out. Looked like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Slap her. Fucking slap her. It's stealing your poems. Did you call for a big itty bitch? Hey, butterfly. Are you not still working with that one person or there in the shop when you're waiting on them or something? Basically, you run a dating agency, then you go into the ocean and you can get it on with a ghost human shark woman if you light the willy candle over the grave. What the fuck did I just read? I just heard your ears ringing. Always ringing, huh? A dating agency where you can go into the ocean and fuck a ghost human shark woman thing by lighting a willy candle over the grave. That's fucking hilarious. And so fucked up. What the fuck? Shark dating sim. That's too funny. Sounds like Victor Crumb from Harry Potter when his head turns into a shark. That's just what you're imagining, Faye. That shark dating simulator. Interesting. Let's see if we find out what this poem is, shall we? Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. She already sidles up behind Suki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Suki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. They're all filth. Adds to wish list. Yeah, half of the people in here have just looked up Shark Dating Simulator and added it to their wish list. I'm not going to wishlist it, but I am going to look it up because that's fucking hilarious. Shark Dating Simulator XL Plus. The options to make it safe for Twitch. Alright, so it's one of those, huh? I've 2 friends who already own the game. And it's in early access, apparently. Game may contain content not appropriate for all ages, or may not be appropriate for viewing at work. Some nudity or sexual content. They're giving you a not safe for work warning on it. That's fucking funny. Shark Dating Sim is... Oh, there's... No way, there's not a fish dating sim as well. I do see Shark Dating Sim. There's no fish dating sim, so it must be Shark Dating Sim. That'll be the one. Maybe they would add a pussy candle next. They might do. I mean, fair's fair. Everybody's got to be allowed to get it on down under. Or under the sea. And have a crab come in and sing under the sea while they're fucking. It's allowed, right? Oh shit, I need to shut the fuck up. What happens below the waterline stays under the waterline. Exactly. She averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too? Something says she's got some writing experience. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help her feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah. And where it's where, that's where it's better. Yep. Under the belt line. I mean, see. Jesus, okay. This is devolving. I feel it. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment, everyone feeling awkward. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, dude? Fuck if I know. She smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Suri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and the fucking look in all the faces. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, dude, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Stop thinking with your dick. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. You really just came for the cupcakes. I would be super pissed. Imagine, right? And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. We're in Doki Doki. Is that what it is? Is that why it's the Doki Doki literature club? It's gonna be evil. I'm telling you. We're waiting. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. She looks over at me once more. Dude, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. What the fuck is going on? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Right, we're back now. Two of us depart the club room and make our way home. All way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Okay. Sorry, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. For fuck's sake. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Did we get to write it? That's fucking hilarious. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Do I actually have to write this, or am I just picking words? You go with contamination. Sticky. Fantasy. The game is sick. He thinks with his dick. Let's get a fucking whole range. After image. Explode. Vitality. Horror. Kitty. Eternity. Vivid. Vivacious. Let's lead him there. Rainbow. Determination. 4 more words to pick. I'm sure it'll be beautiful, right? I just hope it doesn't want me to fucking write this. Doki Doki. Graveyard. Extraordinary. And finally... Extreme. Oh, okay, so it just used those words. Okay, that's great. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into the literature when you're not accustomed to it, right? Like, how dare you? Why would you do such things to me? Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Bitch, please. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Fucking cock. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, she plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. He always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. It's like you're leaving piss and shit everywhere. Not literally, but wouldn't surprise me. And you almost set your house on fire once. Okay. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yeah, come, you and Duke can become good friends too. Sayori, She seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put us into. Look, it can be a fucking 5-way. You kids do what you want to do. Sacrifice the Abby demon. Your even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. You really sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Where's this going? Yeah, it won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. I mean, you're part of a fucking club, dickhead. Of course you did. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Right? That kind of says it all. You don't say. Huh? But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I'd feel bad distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, her eyes me for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. For fuck's sake, the cringe is strong. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing it made her uncomfortable. Exactly, butterfly. Mop, mop, mop. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Yeah. I gave you this book, and then I somehow had a second copy of it, and just happened to start rereading it. No reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. She bought it for you, dickhead. Yeah, fuck the models. I agree. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away, right? Don't ruin the story. It's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, yeah. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Gently giggles all of a sudden. Yeah, dark. You're not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yep, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Warped, I think is what you're trying to say, but sure. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Your back chicken is done. Enjoy. I hope it's extra tasty. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Bitch, I fucking feel you. It's what I do all the time. Ramble. Sorry, bear me a moment. Ah. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Exactly. That's true. In fact, we might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get to the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Reading in company with somebody. I mean, you're in a literature club. What the fuck? So you just talk about it, you never actually read? I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... You really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry, yeah. Sorry I said sorry too much. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. She timidly closes her own copy. Once each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh, touching shoulders. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Sitting there, getting... It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. It's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready to turn the page? Ah, sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over her face again, our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. We tongue gently letting go of the page, letting her float over to her side as she catches it under her own. Let's not turn it into something. It's a fucking page turning. Come on. Hey Yuri, this might be silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but it kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Remain silent for a moment, but dude, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. This is going downhill quick, right? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Saved by the bell. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. He releases a hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Okay. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. More fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish off the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I'm kind of curious of what the fuck is going to go on with this. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from the spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Itsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Made a poor man's chicken burger? Why is it a poor man's chicken burger? And welcome back. I guess our friend... I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing with Sayori first. Yeah, exactly. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Yeah, clearly. That's what you just fucking did, dickhead. I guess you're right, but that's why I'm impressed. Oh, why it impressed me? Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Reminds me of how you really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. What? Bread, cheese, chicken Kiev. I mean, that sounds good. Ad is incoming. If anybody is stuck in ad jail, you're about to go back. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, sorry. I'm not sure if she sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Be my way of thanking you. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. You'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh, shit. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Oh, shit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad. Oh, shit. It came out nice. How should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. You get all cranky. There's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I look forward to it. Do you have to go through this for all of them? Okay. Well, guess we'll go well. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring them up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yep, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. I was going, ooh. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. What? Ooh. Fairly metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put some effort in. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism, imagery. I'm just reading it like a moron. Unlike Sari, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You can do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. But you know, that's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but it'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yep. Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Okay. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it. Hole in the wall. Okay. Couldn't have been me. See the direction spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now. I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Alright. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, it's that kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Yeah, exactly. The speckled hole in the wall is really him looking in. Remember that. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh, you know, my dad put my mom's head through the wall and then had the spackle. This is what it's going to be, something fucking... well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I was going to say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany, yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this. Keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a dark puddle of ink. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Insightful. Thanks. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. I didn't write shit. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant... She trails off, unable to find an excuse. Traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoughtfully. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. The most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. End result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Sure, he finds her train of thought. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. She went from, this is incredible, to, actually, yeah, I notice how shit your poem is. What? Make up your mind. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them up, but getting them to work together and probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning it by example and trying new things. Does this game autosave? I have to check that. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Doki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, fuck's sake. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. It smiled extremely as if a rare opportunity for her. It itself was kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I flicker back? How the fuck do you flicker back? This game. Can this game get weird already? Like the proper weird, not just the what the fuck is this weird? Sorry, it's such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Yeah, hold on, give me a minute, I'll flicker. I mean... No. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Oh my. We need, oh fuck, what's his name now? George Takei, is it? I think it was George Takei. Yeah. That's who it was. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Saying it's about me, linger in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. It's soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way, yeah. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's not really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Jeez, you think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. For me? Me too. Let's see what this one has to say. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Wow, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. Just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. No, it's going to be terrible. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What? What the fuck is this? Alright, I guess eagles can fly. Told you aren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because it's shit. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't like taking my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Now she's on the right side. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yeah, that really hit deep. Eagles can fly. It's certainly words on a page, yeah. They're lined up like a poem. It reads like a poem. It reads. It's words. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But a nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Oh yeah, that wordplay. Eagles can fly. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. Yeah, I accidentally shit the bed. That's it. Yep. Makes sense. It was completely accidental. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is. When Itsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Yeah, bitch, come on. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Now, that's like, so she fucking flickers at her and she tells her eagles can fly. I mean, match made in heaven, right? Shit. As they read in tandem, I watch each other's expressions change. Tsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Tsuki dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Okay, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Yeah, nothing can stand up, the eagles can fly. Right, I clearly read from that how frustrating life can be, and the symbolism of sometimes just having to give up because, you know, owls can seek and eagles can fly, and horses can race. And I can't, so what's the fucking point? What? Shut the fuck up. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks for reading them out nice at all. Bitch. Fuck you. I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Dude did too, so based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me bitch, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Chickens can fry, yeah, that's the one they forgot. Chickens can fry, eagles can fly. Let's all go get drunk. And dude like my poem too, you know. Even Tommy was impressed by it. He suddenly stands up. Oh. Didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member. That's not what I said. Bitch, you're just... Here he stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that dude appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Now, ladies. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? You that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Shots fired. Is everyone okay? You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as dudes started showing up. Well, get over yourself. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. Wow. Cows can steak. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Fish can grill. Pork and barbecue. You know, there's so many things that can do things. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Dude, she's trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. She should get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Ming should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Even better, it's delicious on your plate. Yep. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, if I had to pick which one, because I mean, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Not you little bitch. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... You haven't had burgers in a while. You made a mistake. Ah, Snowy. That one landed nicely. Well done. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki took it way too far. Yuri means well. I've just told her how you felt, and this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? She clenches her fists. In the end, nobody's taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. You end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. She doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. She snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. What a little cow. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit adjacent to the chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. What? No. Well, like... Jesus Christ. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? Yeah. You handle it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Steak pie with kidney is not for me. I just like steak. I don't care about steak and kidney. Alright, I believe in you. Thanks, you're too kind. Thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Never mind that. About her getting her tits out for you. Come on, pal. Gonna make some tea. Good idea. Making it for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? But any look, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. She beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sari and I have spent this much time together. I can really say I'm not enjoying it either. I mean, I'm just gonna keep randomly picking fucking words. I don't care. But what happened earlier? What do you mean? No, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Wanted your opinion, that's all. And see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. By the way, have you ever thought about trying Final Fantasy 16? Action combat and some pretty cool stuff might be fun for stream. I don't think I have, to be honest with you, Snowy. I haven't even looked at Final Fantasy 16. Is it? Let me have a look. Have I played this one? No, I definitely haven't played this one. I'm guessing it probably just came off fucking sale as well. I will look into it more. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of Square Enix stuff does. I constantly see the Final Fantasy stuff going on sale. Remind me. I'll look into it more. I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sari still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does really need to stop there? Or just to see what the future holds. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Are we writing another poem? Oh, we are. Fucking hell. Okay. It was 50% at winter sale. Of course it was. Yeah, I've had my eyes on the 7 remakes. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I could have got the 2 of them for like 45. Sorry, no, 2 of them for 50, I think, but I just didn't bother. I have too many games to play right now. So I didn't bother. Okay. Let's go. Anger. Strawberry. Shiny. Entropy. Shiny Entropy is the best. You got the curtain too, but kind of waiting for the third part to play. Yeah, that's the other thing I was kind of thinking was like, should I just wait until Gordon comes out so I can just play them all? Oh, the person whose word you pick jumps. Is that what it is? Yeah, she likes that. Oh, fucking hell, I'm just picking all her words. Yeah, so that makes her happy. Right, so now it's that. I didn't realize you could see. There'll be tons of hours play, absolutely. It's I mean, if I think back to the days back in the day when I played Final Fantasy VII, I would have had hundreds of hours in that game. So playing Q, right? So like Misery and Grief will be horrors. Bouncy is probably horrors. Dark is horrors. Giggle is probably horrors. Family is horrors. Ribbon is horrors. I'm guessing that kind of thing. Yeah, there we go. Horror. Massacre. Pickle. Another day passes. Time for club meeting already. Gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi dudes. Yo Sayori. Looks like you're in good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, Jesus, shots fired. I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse? Hair color is a mood indicator. Possibly. Yeah, I guess that also plays into it. I wasn't really thinking of it that way. I was thinking more so like one of them likes plain, simple wording, one likes overly simplified, cutesy kind of shit, and one just likes dark and miserable. Why don't we take a look at your purse? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. Nervously retrieves her client purse. She fumbles with the latch, gets it open, turns it upside down, and lets contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so it only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Jesus. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. Infinity Nikki is reviewing very positive currently. Infinity Nikki. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell dude to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a little mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Wow. Your suffering is fair enough retribution. What the fuck? Did I didn't mean that. I have to absorb it into my book. I really like when you speak your mind. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept Now I have to accept the revolution? Surely that's like typo or something. Got your game with girl in different dresses. Right, so that's your next game? Is it a bunny girl? Retribution. That. Yeah, okay. I wasn't going mad. reviewed pretty bad at lunch. Right. Still coming from you, sorry. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sorry knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that. I mean, she's not wrong. It's a wallet destroyer. Really? Microtransactions out the arsehole? That's crazy. What the fuck? Out of nowhere, something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was, a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Oh, for you it would be, right. Sorari glances down. This is a miracle. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Yeah, it was close. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. It's Suki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jesus Christ, I like cupcakes. I don't eat cupcakes very often, but I always have to make sure I do the little cupcake trip for the... Like, make the cupcake cake kind of thing. Where you just slice the bottom half and put it on the top. And make like a cupcake sandwich almost. It's very, very nice that way. So you don't get all... The first thing you bite isn't frosting and icing and shit. It's cake. It's a good way of doing them. I haven't done that in forever. Just eat it. Yep. Rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Jesus Christ. There's only one type of cupcake. What is that, slime? Going through a lot over just one cookie. Takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Gets out her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Aww. There's only one type of cupcake. What would it be? I don't know, Slim. Stops it going up your nose. Yep. And it stops, for me, certainly, stops it just covering my fucking beard in icing if I use that method. I know, Snowy. Red Velvet. I'm fully aware. But I also fully aware that's not why your name is Red Velvet, so. Didn't you say it was some band that made you pick that? All those years ago. Ah, jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Suddenly leans down, takes a bite out of her cookie. It's not the band. I thought you said it was something to do with a band. Maybe I'm misremembering. Salted caramel cupcake, yeah. Salted caramel, anything is a win. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful. Sir trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. You ever heard anything about her being late today?
More dots. Come on, more dots. Okay, stop dots.
Where's that? Yassine. Where's that name familiar to me? Welcome in. Oh, you specifically... Right, well then that's what I'm remembering, Snowy. That you specifically said it wasn't the band. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's kind of funny, though. Nobody's heard anything about her being late? Nope, no, and no. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. Probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... It got this name well before they got popular. Oh, so you had it before it was cool, is that what you're saying? So hipster, if you know. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. What the fuck? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Just means you're getting old. Yeah, I feel you there. Monica choose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Makes no sense. You would have heard the bell at least. You must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't where you played music as well? I don't really. Kind of just started recently. What? I was practicing my piano even though I don't really play piano. What? Always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us. That's... Maybe once I get a little bit better I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. She smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Nope, not really. Just leave out Sari's mischievous escapade. As you would. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished their entire cookie. Yuri's back in her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. Ah, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks. There's one thing I can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Stands up and makes her way to the closet. You follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Gonna plug this to the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. Walks past me, sets the kettle down to the teacher's desk. That's a different Yassine to the one that followed. What? Okay. Interesting. Let me check something. No, it won't be that view. Ah. Bang boo bounce. What? Anyway, back to this. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, I may have the water pitcher. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? I feel like this emote's perfect for the music. Alright, the emote didn't come up. This is just my... Or is it like an extension? I might not have the extension or something. Zero reason to whisper you. Who's whispering you? I didn't whisper you. What are you talking about, Snake? Well, just Yuri was going to make some tea, so suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Just from the water pitcher. They're already gone. Alright, Grant. Sorry, it's just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell something wrong with helping involved? Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involved in the club activities? Right. Jesus. It gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go. Quickly exit the room and I follow. What the fuck is that? Just the Twitch emote from Twitch. Everyone has it. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't show up for me then. That's odd. That doesn't show on my list. That's weird. Because it didn't, yeah, it didn't show in the chat. Peculiar. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that and made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Yep. It's just a bouncy bunny. Ah, right. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can always hide them away. You can't always hide them away. You always amplify things in your head. Mine turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Wouldn't you hate me for something so terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions.
Give your meat a good old rub. That's it. Nice and hot. Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
That's the answer to... Let me see. Now I remember what this was. This was somebody else's. There you go. They appeared in somebody else's stream and was spamming that shit. So you haven't even spoken on that one, but there you go. That one can get banned as well, because I'm assuming that's you as well. And you're just going to keep spamming, but I have my shit in the 30-second cooldown, and I can just disable it quickly, so you can't use the extension. Now that's 2 accounts you can't see on. Enjoy, dickhead. Now, let's move back to the game. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Lifts her head. Dude, I really like being friends with you. Thanks. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Set the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even though I'm not an expert in tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Pitches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking and decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. There you go. When it's you who's around anyway. Well, shit. That's great. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. Very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. Read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Oh, you wonder why that is? Jesus Christ. Come on. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always on stuff like that while reading. Yeah. Terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough, I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Yeah, it's because of my heavy reading. Jesus Christ. There's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position the last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Slides close until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Right? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. She hands me my teacup. Holding with my hands, that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. So now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Of course, that's where it's going. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Use all my willpower to focus on reading. Jesus Christ. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You know, as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges in the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder time reading it from. But the result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy, pop it into my mouth. Then I'll take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation is completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closed her lips over it. The expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. What the fuck is this? Dude, sorry. I guess you shouldn't have done that. That's, well, you're just helping. It's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop running. I see. Keep feeding her. Situation got really tense. She tries to return the book, but I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Are we reading porn now? What the fuck is going on? Okay, everyone. Like, holy shit. Yeah, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Dude, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the teacups. Yeah. Picks teacups from the floor. Blush, right? Like, oh my god. Pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. I mean, we should always start with our friend, right? I like this one. There's some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. Makes you feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I have no fucking clue what I like either. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try keeping in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give you the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. What the fuck? Unexpectedly poetic, sure. Maybe we can get better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Jesus, okay, she's popping off this time. I pop off my scalp. What? I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. Okay, my collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save today. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Okay. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I opened up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. What the fuck is this? They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Alright. Holy crap, yeah. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really touched with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is that it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It's something, right? Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. I'm pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yay, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping no more than a week later. Wonder if this was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Are we ready to hear Eagles Can Fly Part 2? Or do we want to be flickering at... Oh, shit. Let's see, Eagles Can Fly Part 2. Not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't train wreck, I'll take it as a win. I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. Yeah, Eagles Can Fly. That's, Someone tells me Natsuki has completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poems from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Bitch, what? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. Think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. We'd say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Friendly, right? Amy likes spiders. Here we go. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. She likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy's. Amy is Snowy's nemesis now. Amy likes spiders. Kill her with fire. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. What the fuck? Oh, this is worse than yesterday. With the type killer with fire, but thought it would be just a bit too much. It's fine. Not bad, right? Quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's is way too short. It was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Mech is pretty straightforward in this poem. I do have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues much simpler with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone who agrees with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Thinks you're what? I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? People really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. You're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. God, we have to do this again tomorrow? Let's see what she thinks of it. Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Shit, am I? It'll never be as good as Amy likes spiders though, but we'll give it a shot. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. It's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside the head of hers. You just gotta be packing. She'll talk to you then. Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean, I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Still, defending her like that must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part one to me. Just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Let's take a look. Okay, let's see. Save me. Okay, hold on. Let's not take this out of context. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. The kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Yeah. Huh? Is the right answer, the right response. Or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. When something unexpected may happen. Why does it look like she has... Oh no, that's the thing. Tough, the way her hand is there, it looked like she had a scissors or something in her hand. There we go, since clearly it doesn't save. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I guess we go show it to Yuri now. See what you've written for today. She stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Dude, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it a try more. Wanted to try giving it more imagery. Visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. Seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? He nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? Again, she nods. Even your close friends? Doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay, she does if it's with me, but that's it. No one else. The raccoon. It happened at the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. She's fucking killing this raccoon. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of a raccoon's friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto this newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. Raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's about her desire to cut a bitch. That's right. A bit close to my preference, a preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Cutting up raccoons. Those sort of things I usually force to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Suki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interest? She did? Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter if you're into it as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, did she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. Here comes the murder cult. But I suppose it's my fault judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. Might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you. That's exaggerating a little. Yeah, let's not get carried away. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Smile sincerely at me. For a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone, well done reading. There's something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Thierry's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. They're always putting out all posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry's been culling her poster, holds it up for us to see. You kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? No, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. Yeah, it's a bit like, hey, deal with this shit. No, I ain't going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree, Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have been shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. The only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's all cutesy and shit again. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share it with others? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. At least that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least you can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... looks like Natsuki doesn't have an argument left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Bitch, no. The check glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Maybe. You'll be fine. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Each you choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, it's too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. She flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. She begins reciting her poem. Clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. This is something she's done before or simply unnatural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Nobody does. It's fine. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Takes a breath and smiles. It was so good, Monica. Still waiting for the weirdness, but you know, it's fine. Thank you very much. I was hoping to get it. Set a good example. Jesus Christ. Set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Okay. Wait, hold on. Aren't they words I picked? I don't think I picked Crimson. Maybe I did. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quavering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality, glances around her, so she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. And we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Aw, isn't that nice? Not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard. We must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. That was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay. Guess I'm next then. Hops out of a chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do this so easily? Trying to think of like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. She begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. Were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. So I could get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job. Even dude liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What's that mean? Yeah, bitch, what? It came out nicely. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nice. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. Just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, who's next? Itsuki. Don't let me go before. Okay. I'd like to pray to you guys anyway. Might as well let me go. Might as well lower everyone's standards a little before I have to. It's fine. I might as well go over. Get it over with. Not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of them, and everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? That's probably it. It's called Amy Likes Spiders. Because you're presenting. Anyway, Paul's called Jump. Okay. Takes her breaths. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style and works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. She finishes and everyone applauds. She hoofs back to her seat. Wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say, you better not make me do that again. Well, you're gonna do that in front of everyone. You kidding? You at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. It's a surprise. I think it would be the other way around for me. But that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, I don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. You should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. The festival's coming up, but let's try and write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. Can't wait. I can't do this. I can do this. Shit. Yeah, you can. You got this. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, I'm impressing Monica. I have to do my best. Ready to go? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? These guys, don't make me such a big deal out of it. Feeling nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say what? You're walking home. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, but today Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. You Sayori. Sorry, space now. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, fumbles with our words. Let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. I guess this is where it says save often. We'd probably stick to the usual. You really think I would ditch you? Yeah, but she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem really like going home together. I just ruined that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. You're in your own head, love. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry, besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time. I guess it's time to write another poem. Do we just like completely go for... I don't know. Games. Who's into climaxing? She's into climaxing. Swimsuit. Bach. Lucky. Oof. What? Real. Fuck. Unstable. We know it's the unstable one. Oh, why am I getting so many of her words? Oh my god. I don't know what this one anymore. I thought I did, but gonna end up writing eagles can fly tree, right? At this rate, too many of her words. Eagles can fly into the raccoon with the blade. At midnight. When this... shit. We pick some random words. Let's see what we get. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're willing to help out for the festival too. Yay, festival. I can't wait for the festival. What? Gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden, yeah. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean? You, of all people? What the fuck have you walked into? An odd game. This is Doki Literature Club Kill. And, yeah, it's... I'm really not sure. I've been told this is a really weird, fucked up game. It gets dark quick, but we're 2.5 hours into it. It's not really gotten that dark. It's odd, certainly. But it does also come with warnings about how it's not for kids and you shouldn't play it if you have mental health problems. Sexy pillow talk story time? Yeah, exactly. I don't know, dude. How are you doing anyway, man? How's your day been? Oh. Bear me a second. Not much dark. Amy loves spiders. Can't get much darker. Fair. That is fair. I have to check that stuff later. Good. Sorting a few things. Sorting a few things out and work. Alright, time to jump some space. Absolutely. Eagles can fly, just like your sanity. Absolutely. Eagles can fly. Amy likes spiders, and the raccoon likes the shimmering of the blade. Because it's right in your name. Monica. Not how you say my name. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on your own event for now. That's funny. It's like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But I guess if you're not speaking English, then it does. I don't know. Anyway. Fine. Your reactions just aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Hey, Jess. How are you? Sorry. You achieve anything except maybe a clean email inbox. Nah, I got that. No, actually I don't. They're all... Nah, yeah, it's not clean. They're all red, well. Don't mind me, you can go talk to everyone else, huh? Is everything alright? Of course, why wouldn't it be? Feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. You worry about me too much, I'm fine, see? Shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. Like your sheets? How dare you? You're hanging in there, crazy day at work, but good otherwise. Yeah, I feel it. That's what I had as well. I had a few struggle bus moments when I started this stream, and just my mind was a little fried. How's the game thus far? Confusing. It's odd. Like, so far we've just been, like, talking about random shite. It's just been, like, reading lots of story, and then picking words to make for a poem that we never actually see. And some of their poems are getting darker and some of their behaviors are starting to get a little darker, so I can see it's leading up to turning to something, but it's still not there yet. So I don't know. Conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe you should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. So they've been preparing the festival. They must be spending a lot of time together.
Hello there.
Sounds interesting, right? I've been told apparently this is a really fucked up game. It gets real dark real quick, but as I said, 2 hours 40 minutes hasn't been dark. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Dude, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much. She seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Here's across the room with her, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. You know, I'm also friends with her. I also care about her well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try to talk to her myself. You sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe it's just a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Well, shit. And shoving chocolate in girls' mouths, yeah. And talking about how the back hurts because of bad posture. Is there any gameplay or is it just story? It's all story except for picking words. At the end of each day, we've had to pick 20 words to write poems. Like, honestly, I'm just waiting for the turn here. Because, like, there's warnings with the game. People have said it's fucked up. I'm waiting for it to turn. And I guess this might be the start of it. Person of interest. What do you mean by that? Saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would that come to? Oh, you come to that conclusion. Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but he talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light is turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sarah's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has been. You're so funny. You thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget what I said. Yeah, of course, forget. I know, it's the anticipation. It's like, what the fuck? Sounds like Jackbox. Yeah, but you don't actually get to read what... You just pick 20 words, and they're words that one of them like more. Like, every time you pick them, a little cartoon version of them jumps up. It's odd. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright, smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. She stands up from my desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to her and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I'll sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her. I have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. Never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But you tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How are you able to even tell I was thinking like that? Well, something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. Jesus, I didn't know anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if it caused any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Right? Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not really that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened. Oh, it's quite romantic. What the fuck? Sorry. I didn't need to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Yep. The world is full of meaning and often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind this after all? I think that Sarah is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too, and I also feel some concern for her. In your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? What the fuck, like, come on. I guess that was the case. She means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. You don't need to put it that way. She's good friends, that's all. Suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that. You'll be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you give me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. This is getting boring. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. It's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. Should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Let me pop some more chocolates into you and talk about how you're too close to me. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. We want to be sure our poems now. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking with Sayori. Okay. Who we share with first? Whose masterpiece do we want to read? Oh shit. Jess, you can pick. Who do you want? Although you might be back to work. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Right. Number 3, Snowy. Yuri, okay. Decided to try something different today. I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing, and I have the most advice to share. Oh, and I have the most advice to share. Is that so? Thanks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. It's mean that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry to always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. Just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem? Here, let's see what we get. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expansive bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. Easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. What? One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tides come. Will gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. You'd still be built sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. Okay. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuko and I... Well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So we want to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in their writing style, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's not surprised that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on an occasion. It'd be refreshing, you know? Good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay. We'll stick with 3 again. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, we'll have to give some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. We didn't pick as many dark words this time. Shit. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer too. Take that as a compliment. Fuck, I picked too many Natsuki words. If you say so, yep. By any chance you've been reading anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but you think about them and express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see, so you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. Probably won't find much filler in her poems. Might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So you can see why it'd be kind of a poem to explore. Right. Anyway, share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. Beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. Here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, and all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. Welcome back. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. and with a breath she blows me back afloat and I pick up a gust of wind. She is not your legend. Remember that, Sarah. She is not your legend. Your legend does not exist. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. You see, I never really put much thought into it. In a way, that's almost paradoxical. Yeah, don't put thought into this. No, it's literally not changed. One of them is mopey. Our bestie is mopey for some reason, and it's been hinted at that she's into us. Which is being very clear from the start. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This feels more like a dating sim than anything else right now. They better start sacrificing somebody. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good? It'd be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. Much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? Why is she giving advice? Shut the fuck up. Who do we go with next? Oh shit. I think we're going with our bestie who's being weird. We're gonna finish this stream before anything weird having happened in this game. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. For all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. It's really what I meant, though. It's okay. You're making new friends. Just like I was hoping. What the fuck is going on? You feel really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the room, humming to herself. Okay. I guess we don't get to read her poem then. Finally. Huh? This one, it's good. I was wondering how long it would take you. Alright. Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says, especially Yuri. Just keep writing poems like this, that's all you need. Are you sure it's not just what you want? Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think you should trust my opinion the most? Guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute? Biased? Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best. Yeah. One thing I still can't tell is Natsuki actually self-aware or spoiled behavior. At this rate, I don't even know if I can figure it out. Yeah, fair enough. I'm glad that you like my poem after all. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showing me your poems and you'll be a pro before you know it. Let's make sure you pick no cute fucking words next time. Here's the one I wrote. I'll be your beach. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. They play Death Stranding, yeah, apparently, just walk. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let you free my windy sail. Jesus Christ. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something like a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Yeah, Yuri's take was a little more solemn. Well, that's... You better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Didn't she say, yeah, the most beautiful thing I've ever read. Didn't she say it was her idea? Not like I care, I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing it once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something sounded a bit unusual. You three. That's right. You deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? Don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different here is Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sarah always helps lighten the mood with a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little less when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Who knows? But she just went to pee. It's just some decency. Oh, come on. Vicky wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home... Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that's a curious expression coming from your yell of a people. Calm down. They're all fucking like battling for it. Talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Itsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for you, and as for Yuri, you can you help me come up with something for her? I'm useless. No, not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oh, she didn't know. Now she's pouting too, yep. I can even tell now. Even I can tell now, yep. I guess she never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as much of a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Okay. Expression suddenly changes. She stares at the desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Mine is already racing, I see. That's great. It'd be wonderful help. I just waiting, like, it's gonna be the next day that something fucked up happens. But anyway, just leaves you. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, but Natsuko and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. That's... Is she suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Bitch, I ain't helping you. Not like Micah's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting in your butt anyway. Natsuko tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuko, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. I may not be... may not like to be around if you're the only one. You only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, maybe more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. What the fuck is going on? How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Baking isn't? So what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Dude to decide what he'd like to contribute. Besides, hasn't really gotten a chance to spend time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Just settle this already? Yeah. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to help with... I don't know. None of you. Do we leave it on a cliffhanger? I think we leave it on a cliffhanger. We're past stream time anyway. Well, this game is fucking peculiar, but we will see if it picks up. But that is going to be me for now. Well, we have an ad break as well, but it's fine. We'll interrupt the ads by not being here. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for the chats. I will be back on Friday with more of this. And if it keeps up like this, we'll probably just leave it. But I suspect this is the point where it's going to start turning and going weird. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If I don't see you by Friday, enjoy the rest of your week. And I will talk to you later. Bye now.